Hello! This is like my 10th video and the introduction is still so awkward, but welcome back to our channel. This video was requested, so if you have any more requests, comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you for coming. This video is going to be about high school extracurriculars. I don't know how the application works at all. I'm just going to talk about my high school extracurriculars. Margaret did a video on her stats and test scores, which I will link below, so look at that also if you want stats and test scores. You can also make a video for that, but I feel like one on a channel is enough.
It's enough for you guys to get the idea.
This is just what I did in high school. It's like very random. I focused my high school attention on 2 clubs, and before I start, I was like really not in clubs freshman or sophomore year. I kind of did the same thing in college where I was just like getting used to doing work and like getting used to my classes, and so I didn't like really get serious about clubs until my junior year of high school. I was in sports teams. I played soccer my freshman year and track my sophomore year. I actually was a thrower, fun fact, and then I did winter track junior and senior year sports. The 2 things I was really involved with, these were like my life, blood, soul was what I put into these 2 clubs. It was a lot, and I definitely focused more on clubs than my grades. Yeah, I didn't have a 4.0. I didn't get straight A's. I got mostly A's and B's. I don't think I ever got a C, but I focused a lot on my extracurriculars and my test scores. Am I right? So basically my junior year, I joined the newspaper. I just kind of joined it because it was like a club that you could join. I like writing, and I ended up being put on a really serious article my junior year about cheating in my high school. And that's when I realized I loved investigative journaling. I love writing. I love the entire process of interviewing people, working with the editors. And I really got to know the editors that way because I was writing such a big piece. And that was the cover story in the newspaper, which is really exciting. I read another article about, what was it called? Yik Yak? When Yik Yak was the thing. That's how I got involved with the newspaper, and then I worked really closely with the editors and I got to know them really well. They worked all the time, so I knew it was a lot of work. I really admire the editors. I think they're really smart, and I wasn't like ride or die the newspaper. Like, I did not know I wanted to continue with it. I knew I really enjoyed it. I knew I loved reading the articles. I knew I cared a lot about my high school. And then the end of my junior year, we had to apply to be editors, and I just kind of was like, I think I'm a really good balance. Some of the editors were like very, it's another word for hard ass. Were very authoritative, if you will, and I knew they were definitely looking for another person like that to like really be on top of everyone and get the newspaper running. I'm not like that at all. I am super type B. I hate yelling at people, and I was kind of like, I feel like this is gonna work to my advantage. Like, if you want someone who is going to be nice and who cares about the newspaper and who cares about helping the younger students learn how to write and learn how to be a really good journalist, then I'm your person. So that was really going for me, and I had written like these huge articles, so I had already devoted a lot of time to the newspaper. So I ended up getting editor-in-chief my senior year, so that was one of my main extracurriculars. I spent a lot of time on it. It was a lot of working with the other editors. It was a lot of teaching, a lot of like 7:30 meetings. They were so early. That was my first extracurricular. My second extracurricular that I really worked on was Model United Nations. That in my school, I went to a really small high school. It was really competitive. You had to apply with an essay, I think. You like went into a computer lab and you had to write a timed essay, and then you had to debate as a country in like a mock debate, and like that was the entire application process. It was so stressful. I definitely think it's worthwhile to do it. It's just like a really, really cool extracurricular to do. Anyway, I got on the team with a lot of my really close friends, which is really nice. And you basically go to conventions. I don't know, I'm probably like not interested in the details of my clubs, but I'm going to talk about it because I feel nostalgic. If you don't know what Model UN is, it's just like a model of the United Nations. So you go in with your delegation, who's your school. As a school, get assigned a few countries, and then you go into conferences that are hosted by college campuses, and then you debate with other schools, and there are awards you can win. There are levels you can reach. You can also like sign up to be an NGO. It's really cool. If you're like a freshman in high school and you're looking for extracurriculars and your school has a Model UN team, even if it's competitive, just apply. No harm, no foul. Anyway, so I also loved Model UN, and the same thing with the newspaper. I just feel like enthusiasm is key. I really care about Model UN. I wanted to be the head delegate of Model UN so badly. Like, I remember being like, I've worked my butt off. I love this organization. Please choose me. All I want is to lead the delegation. Again, I cared so much about helping the younger kids succeed in Model UN. I wanted to go to the early meetings. I wanted to teach them how to debate. I wanted to make lesson plans. I wanted to be a supporting figure. Anyway, yes, and then I got to be head delegate of my Model UN team. I remember getting the email and being like,
is this what getting into college feels like?
I've never been so happy in my entire life. And I did it with one of my really good friends. We were co-head delegates, so it's really fun. So I guess this video isn't really advice, it's just what I did. My extracurriculars, I don't think they're super important. Like, they are important, but it's, if you don't like writing, then don't join the newspaper. If you don't like current world affairs, don't join Model UN. If you like theater, then join theater. If you are really athletic, play sports. Like, they're not like picking your extracurriculars for any reason other to just know that you're committed to something and you care about something and you're gonna bring that commitment with you back to campus. Yeah, so that was my video on my extracurriculars before going to Barnard College. Spoiler alert, I did not join Model UN when I was at college. I thought it was gonna be too competitive, and it probably is. I have no idea. I also joined the Columbia Daily Spectator like Margaret did, but I was a copy editor, so I went through all the articles and I edited, just like straight edited, and I also dropped after a semester. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. Thank you for coming. Like, comment, subscribe. If you want any other videos, please request them. We're really just going through a list of all your requests, and I hope to see you soon.